Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Last Stand Gamers, and welcome. So today I want to show you my armoured train. Now the idea behind this is a very well protected remote control train that can transport both supplies around the planet and cause absolute mayhem if it comes under attack or goes past an enemy settlement. Now, since I was studying quite a few documentaries in sort of World War I and II for tactics of using armoured trains, I really got into it and I started building when these would rush sort of stations and other areas. And remember, in World War II and I, people didn't want to lose tracks, they didn't want to be blowing up tracks because they were a vital sort of thing for supplies. So it means you could rush down a front and break through on a track. Very interesting indeed, and some of the ways of combating these were of course destroying the tracks, but we'll get onto some more of that in a minute. Now first off, we've got the wheel system itself. Now underneath we're using Ravik's sort of track wheel. He came up with a great idea, I have to say. We've got 6 wheels on the top to create a nice stable running gear, and at the side we've got almost a monorail sort of system where we're using a single sort of track beam and we're using the wheels to pinch that track in as we move and keep it stable as we go. Now, as I was talking about before, the track can be destroyed in front of the train, and that's why we've got the welders here on the front. So if we do have to keep going, we can't stop, we can quickly build the track back and weld it up as we go as a last resort. Now moving down the carriages, we've got our first cargo module with some supplies in, and then we've got a flatbed cart so I can transport my tanks around, quite important, or other armoured vehicles, just a simple truck. So we've got a magnetic landing gear that'll lift it up and drop it down to the ground. If there's a station available, I can open up the airlock doors at the side and just drive it on out. So we move back, we've got a troop transport sort of module, we've got some seats inside here so the guys can sit quite comfortably as they're transporting around to the different locations around the planet, and we've finally got another cargo module. But let's actually hop aboard this thing and just see how it works. So here we go, we've got the first tank I've just placed down. You can see the incoming fire is absolutely immense. Look at that, we've got Gatling fire, we've got them heavy 120mm turrets, and it looks like it's knocked out all the vital parts of the tank, so it's stopping to engage it. Let's drop another tank up here to see what happens as well. I think we're going to have even more firepower opening up as the tank sort of broads. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I love a little bit of firepower on my train. Got the Gatling gun opening up on the top, we've got the 25mm anti-aircraft turrets, as well as the big cannons along the back. Look at that. So another situation that I thought might happen was they might try to block the track with something, and that's why I tried to slope this beginning bit as well as putting the welders in such a place where it'll push it out the way without causing too much damage. Let's see if it does that or it actually breaks the train completely. And it looks like it's got stuck under the train, and it's collapsed absolutely beautifully though. Look at that. Look at that, just a train wreck. We've got literally a train wreck happening. Oh, look at that, derailing, wheels are coming off. Train bits are snapping, so I think that bit needs to revisit the sort of drawing board. I need to work a way of scooping wreckage off the track. So part of the train is coming out of the tunnel. We had a little bit of an incident with turrets actually focusing fire on their own carriages. I really don't understand why. You can see we've actually had a disconnect at that point. I may have pressed the button as I was in awe as it was moving across the land. You can actually see it's coming to the end of the track. Let's see it plummet into the ground now. Here we go, over the edge. Wheels are trying to adjust, there's nothing there. It snapped off. Oh, beautiful! So as you saw before, the game crashed and the train managed to derail itself. I just ran the test again. I'm driving it through the tunnel and we've not got any problems. There was a possibility of a piston being extended, but I really doubt that happened. So it's maybe probably something to do with the train shooting itself as it was taking out the tanks as targets. So it's going to be a little bit of a sacrifice. I'll have to work it out a little bit more and try to work out what the exact problem is when it comes to building a more useful and modified version of this. Still, the tracks and the wheels are very weak. A single shot to that area will cause a lot of destruction. But let's see it come out of this tunnel and go off the edge, hopefully without crashing my game. So it's at the end of the track. The conductor does not see the track approaching and ending at the end. Let's see if it actually breaks off, or will it just crash my game? Oh, beautiful. Oh, lovely. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Wow, that's absolutely beautiful. The bridge is collapsing a little bit. The train is going off into ultimate wreckage. It seems like it's snapping through and then dangling. Will the last carriage dangle on the edge like in that movie? Oh, please do. No, it's just split in half. Wow, that was pretty damn cool. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.